Hi, I'm James Ramsey, Group Product Manager here at GitLab, and this is the Source Code Group 12.9 kickoff call for the version of GitLab being released on March 22. The Source Code Group's got a lot of work planned for the upcoming release, from performance improvements to security fixes, bug fixes. But we've also got some great features and improvements coming as well, and I'd like to highlight particularly two of these. The first of which is commenting on merge ref diffs. This continues a significant body of work that we've been looking at over the past few releases called merge ref diffs. We've implemented merge ref support for CI pipelines. So you've probably been using that feature. And in 12.8, the release that's just about to ship on the 22nd of February, we're adding the first experimental support for merge ref diffs in merge requests. So what is this all about? A merge ref diff is really trying to, provide a better diff when you're comparing your feature branch against the target branch, typically master or develop. And there's one specific edge case that happens quite frequently where the diff can be quite misleading. And that situation is where your feature branch contains changes that have already been merged into master. So your branch is taking like a couple of days, maybe a week or two, and you merge in the master branch into your feature branch. The problem with this is that when you compare the two branches, you'll see the changes that are already in master in the diff on your feature branch. So it's confusing because the diff contains changes that aren't really in your merge request. And that's because we use the three dots to compare between the merge base of master and the feature branch to the tip of the feature branch. And so that means that if you've merged in anything from master into the feature branch, it'll also be shown in the diff. Very confusing. So that's the background to the situation when this confusing diff results. In 12.8, we are implementing this first version of this new diff mode. It's not the default mode and it doesn't support commenting. And so the important work we're doing in 12.9 to start bringing this to customers so they can actually use it in real life is to add commenting support. Without the ability to comment on a diff, it's not very practical to use that diff mode inside of GitLab. And as part of this, we'll also add a feature flag so that we can start enabling it as the default mode for some of our projects, and we can make sure it performs well, there's no performance problems, make sure there's no other bugs that we've accidentally introduced, or any other usability problems that might come about. So we're hoping in the release following to actually be able to resolve any issues that we find and make this new diff mode the default. But in 12.9, the first step is to enable commenting and start testing this and observing how it works in real life. So this is a really big improvement for diffs and their accuracy, making sure that the diffs are concise, clear, and accurate in all situations, particularly because merge requests, code review in merge requests is an expensive process. It requires a lot of time and energy. So we want to make it as efficient and easy as possible for everyone involved. The other feature I want to draw your attention to is not adding approvers as participants of merge requests. So if you use email notifications, you may have noticed that when you're an approver, like you're added through the project settings as an approver for a merge request, that you will be notified of every merge request and you'll be notified of every single comment on that merge request. And in the case of most projects, that is completely unnecessary and not the expected behavior. It results in lots and lots of notifications just because you happen to be eligible to approve. But there might be 10 people who are eligible to approve and they only need one person to actually do the review and click approve. So what we're doing is we're changing the default behavior around this. We're making it so that if you are subscribed to a project with a participant level, so that you will be notified of any merge request or issue change as a participant, you won't be marked as a participant until you actually participate. Being an eligible approver will not make you a participant. But if you click approve, if you leave a comment, you would be a participant at that point, and then from that point forward, you would start receiving notifications. This seems much more consistent with the way people are expecting to receive notifications, and should really free up the inbox of a lot of people who are having it overwhelmed by email notifications that aren't helpful. So these are two really exciting improvements that source code groups can be working on. And you can follow along on these issues, leave your comments, leave your feedback, and I'll see you again next month in the 12.10 kickoff. Have a great day.